What's up there, YouTube land, or YouTuber, or if this video actually gets published, I don't know exactly how this is going to work out. I'm uploading this to my Carpo, or my Joshua Orr channel, which is my main channel that my Carpo719 channel, which is the one I use the most, was branched off from. And when I first started YouTube, I didn't really intend on using it for very much, but I made that secondary Carpo719 channel and ended up really enjoying uploading my thoughts to YouTube and sharing my thoughts and ideas with people. And it was about 7 years of uploading videos, and sometimes 2 or 3 a day. And it's crazy just how much, how interested I was in so many subjects, and just how I would be listening to something all day at work, because I usually listen to philosophy on headphones, and be like, I gotta share this with people. And gradually my subscribers grew until I had 15,000, which to me was a whole lot. It just blew my mind. And then all of a sudden, it was my friend's birthday this weekend, his 40th. So we took him out, went down to the Edgefield, actually made a couple little videos I was going to edit together and upload. And then I got to my channel, and I had an email yesterday morning from a different channel, Menthol, which I won't even say the second part of the name, Kratom, that word, that herb right now that is so controversial. The algorithms are picking up not just titles with that in it, but also if you even mention it within a video. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. I'm a little bit flustered right now. YouTube terminated my account yesterday without explanation. They gave me like 2 or 3 strikes in one, and then as I was appealing those, they gave me another strike. Now at first I thought maybe it was an isolated incident. Then I found out several other channels had also been hit. And then I went to my Carpo's, this channel right here, the Joshua Orr channel. Now I started using this channel for my herb business, and after I got a strike on my Carpo719 account, I kind of panicked a little bit. I went back to this channel, and I deleted every single video I had on here, and they were all about, herbs in my business. And then I just uploaded and left one video on this channel, one video, which was titled "Upload from my other channel." Why I don't have any videos on this channel is what the video was called that was flagged and deleted. And YouTube wouldn't respond, and they wouldn't give me a reason why they deleted it. So what I'm going to have to do is upload this video to this channel, and then if I want to upload another video, I'm going to have to delete this one to upload another one. Otherwise, if this channel gets terminated, then everything's gone. So I also have another channel called Carpo's Schoolie, which is about my school bus, and I've really enjoyed sharing the remodel part. And there was a video I made last week called "This Bus is Frickin' Awesome." And I use the word frickin' too, of course. But it doesn't matter. It's not about the cussing, or even if I did, it's the fact that that one was flagged and deleted as well. YouTube would not give me an explanation as to why that was deleted. There was nothing in there about anything except my bus. It was just a tour of this bus. And so after doing some digging, I found several channels had not just been flagged, but had been completely deleted without explanation. Now this happened to the cannabis community a while back, and it's happening to several different subjects, let's just say, within the YouTube community. Now here's the thing that really gets me. I've put so much caution and care and love into my channel and tried to share things in a respectful way. I've never said anything cures or prevents any diseases. I've never made any bold claims about it, and I haven't even really used my channel to sell my own products. It's mostly been just informative. And what bummed me out was when I found out how many channels relating to Kratom had been deleted, and on top of that, how many of those videos about it were still up. And they were all demonetized, or the ones that were too big to fail, if you will. And what YouTube's doing right now is just pushing out small-time people. They're pushing out people like myself who maybe have a little, a small following or a small group of people who subscribe, and maybe have a few controversial subjects. You know, perhaps, you know, maybe my channel was targeted because maybe because I've been on a couple of the news clips about, you know, that latest, the DEA controversy around that herb. And I don't know. I'm not the kind of person who says I'm being personally selected, because I know that that's not the case. I know that there are not people watching these videos. These are algorithms that are seeking out anything that might be controversial and then just deleting it. And what this says is that the YouTube policy is you're guilty until you prove yourself innocent. So they'll delete my channel. Then I had to send them information, or an appeal, you know. So I appealed all of the strikes. And then you get an automated video. They said, oh, thanks, we'll be reviewing your videos and get back to you. It's an automated response. So then today I got one that said, well, thanks, we've reviewed your, you know, your channel, and we still determined that you're within violation of the guidelines. This was not an email from a person. This was an email from a machine. So what they're doing is sending out generic responses without even checking the videos. And to me, that's really bothersome. Now, some people will say, and I agree with this, YouTube is a business. They're a platform. They can do whatever they want. They're owned by Google now. They have the choice to do whatever they like. They can, you know, run as many advertisements as they like, and they don't have to allow anyone on the channel. I can agree with that. I understand how capitalism works and free enterprise. But there's something to be said about the fact that YouTube is not a public service and it's not a public utility. But the internet is changing, and we all know this. It's just like Facebook. It may just be a private enterprise, but it also has responsibility because it posed as something, and it has to fulfill that. And this is what YouTube did. It posed itself as a place for people to share ideas. Now, somebody pointed out to me, you know, in a different comments when we were talking back and forth, that YouTube actually has lost money, or that they weren't making a lot of money and never really made a profit on YouTube. And I say, hey, you know, they deserve to make a profit if they want to. I can totally understand that. But they jumped from making no profit to working with all of these advertising agencies and groups. And now there are like these little channel groups that are under these umbrella groups which work for basically their ad revenue. And what it's doing is turning YouTube into an... and this is the best term I could come up with what YouTube's doing right now. They're making a safe space for advertisers. You know, we've been talking a lot about safe spaces in society these days, and all the liberals want their safe spaces, and you know, the conservatives in their safe spaces, and the college kids in their safe spaces, and all these millennials, and all these, you know, words that we throw out there. But there really is a safe space going on online for advertisers. And the thing is, everybody who's small gets thrown under the bus. So all the effort I put in and love into my channel, they don't care about that. They don't care about the individuals. They may review it. They may allow my channel to come back. I don't know. But it's not just about me, of course. This hit me at a time when I was already getting kind of screwed because of what's going on with the Mitragina speciosa business right now. Because of credit card companies won't work with vendors. And I've been a vendor for about 2 years. And I started my business to try to help people out, because I had access to really good strains and my vendor didn't sell to the public. So I asked him, can I sell some of your strains, you know, just to the people who have been asking me. And so I've been doing this and trying to help out and educate people as much as I can about the benefits of these herbs. And then just to have one of my videos flagged, which was entitled Herb Chat, Ashwagandha, Mucuna, and Kana. And that was the title. It wasn't even about Mitragina or any other, or any illegal herbs. I mean, I maybe mentioned it during the video, but why these videos, you know? Why are we being attacked over something that's still legal? And my thought is that, you know, because of what's going on, because there's a controversy, YouTube doesn't want to be associated with any controversies. And that's unfortunate, because we're going through a time right now where the truth really is coming out about a lot of things. And we were under the impression, as many of us were, that this would happen eventually, of course, that people would want to close these doors. But here's the thing with YouTube, it's not personal. They're not, specifically YouTube themselves are not trying to go out and attack cannabis or Mitragina videos or you know, any of this. They just know that the advertisers won't work with them until they clean up the platform. So a byproduct or a side effect of this is that a lot of really important information is getting shut out. And YouTube's basically becoming a cesspool of just like television, like another television station. So sorry about the rant, but this is what's on my mind right now, and I'm going to probably upload it to this channel. But I decided yesterday I'd write down the 10 things that you're most likely to see when you go on YouTube. And so here's my top 10 list. And the first one is top 10 anything. You go on to, let's say you just go to the trending section, okay? And what are you going to find? You might find something good here and there randomly, but it's going to be top 10 anything, or makeup tutorials, somebody opening packages of new products, somebody narrating video games like the PewDiePie thing, movie trailers, which of course are always in the trending section. Not that they're really trending, but they're ads. Music videos from pop artists only, of course. People doing absurd things, jackass type stunts. Somebody eating a huge plate of fries and cheese, or some kind of 20 hot dogs, or some ridiculous amount of food that is almost offensive to the average person. The last two are watching people react, whether they grandmas react, kids react, and of course these are fading too. And the last one is ads posing as reviews. Now this is something that we've all watched happen, and I understand capitalism. I'm not against it. I'm not a capitalist, but I'm not a socialist. I understand that they're both entwined, and that there's you can't have one without the other. It's a very complicated. In order to have a nation in which you can have a capitalist system, you have to take care of each other through socialist type institutions. And I'm trying to apply this to the internet as well. I understand that there's capitalism, but the people, the small people, also need to be able to express themselves. The internet was a chance for the average person to speak their mind and get out there. So my thought is this, this isn't going to change because we make videos or we email YouTube. Google, the company which has a motto of, do good or do no evil, I think is what it is. It's not that they're doing evil. It's just that money talks. And once all these companies, all these corporations, once they get past a certain amount of money, it just becomes the driving force. It's easy to just marginalize all the people on the sidelines and say, look, we're doing what we need to for our business. And I get that. But we need not a safe space, but a non-safe space. Or rather, I know that there's DTube and Vimeo and all these other different channels that are coming up. But, when are we going to finally get a platform that is owned and run by the people? And I don't know a whole lot about how the, servers and computers work, as far as doing something like that. Like somebody has to host it, right? Somebody has to host and have a server which shares the videos. Why can't we do something like blockchain technology, like we do with Bitcoin, where these rosters are within all the computers, where the information is held everywhere within cyberspace? Can we do something like that and have a video sharing channel where we could legitimately upload and share anything we want? Then what happens? Well, then you have people uploading disgusting things, like children in precarious positions, or, absurd porn. And this is where YouTube has to, of course, this is where there's a line drawn. You can't just allow people to post whatever they want because it's very offensive to some people. Does that mean it's a safe space? I don't know. That's an iffy area. But I believe that the people police much better. And now that there are so many people on YouTube, people don't bother flagging a shitty video or anything. They just say, well, I'll just, let YouTube take care of it with the algorithms. And what I'm saying is that a platform where the people were responsible for each other, but something that's owned by all the people, where the information is out there, I just don't know. What do we do? How do we share information? It's disappointing. I heard that Facebook's been closing groups too. I heard that Facebook has been shutting down, Kratom groups left and right. I don't know if that's true because I haven't even looked into that because I've been so into the the YouTube thing. Because as I was saying earlier, not only did my business fall apart, and then I started switching modes, trying to do something else, but now my YouTube channel is gone. It's like my whole life has completely changed overnight, and I'm okay with it. I'm ready for it. You know, I won't give up. I'll continue to post information and things that interest me here. I guess I'm gonna have to revamp this channel a little bit. I'm gonna put the links in the description to my other channels. I have this one, which is Joshua Orr. I have one that is called Carpo Orr, and that's my herb channel, where I post information just about specific herbs, and I don't use it as often. And then there's Carpo's Schoolie, and it's about my school bus, and I'll be, now that the bus is almost done, I'll be adding a lot more videos of trips in the bus. So think of Carpo's Schoolie as like my road trip channel. And, it'd be just easy for me to just walk away and say, screw YouTube, man, I'm just, they're assholes. But I'm not blaming YouTube specifically. I know that it's the algorithms. I know that there are billions of minutes of videos watched, and that there's no way that they can keep up with them all. They would need an entire nation of people to watch all the videos. So do I expect them to get back to me as a small creator? No, I guess not. But I hope that they do, and I hope that over time, they'll realize that the people are what make it happen. And we have brought in good people to YouTube. If you turn it into another television type thing, you're just going to bring back the cesspool of comments that we had in the past. There are some really good groups out there. I mean, I have met some people that changed my opinion on society, the way that I feel about how moronic most people are. Over the years I've learned how much I'm a moron too, in my own ways, and learned to, respect that difference that we all have in how we perceive the world. I try to get the full picture. I really try to understand both sides. And this whole time when I had 2 strikes against my account last month and thought it was going to get deleted, they did remove one of them. But they had to, because the video didn't exist. They gave me a strike on a video that no longer existed. But I knew they were cleaning house. I really didn't think they were going to hit everybody at once like this. And it's just shameful. It's just shameful. If there's any YouTube employee out there, please, I mean, if there's anything you can do, not for me, just in general for the company. If you want to improve the company, you have to care about the small timers. You have to understand the underlying groups which operate on YouTube, to where, say, for Kratom, it's not just a controversial plant. It's something that is actually helping people overcome their addiction, an addiction which causes overdose, death, and which is a huge problem in our country right now. We're closing our eyes to things that we need to know. And I'm hoping that it doesn't get any worse, but, don't know where it's going to go from here. So, talk to y'all later, and check out my other channels if you wish, and hopefully this one remains up. So, until then, peace out.